Hello, Mario. 10 questions about big toes. Good evening and welcome to Mario's 10 questions about big toes. It's the Big Toe Show. Number 1 question. The big toe contains two bones, making it the shortest toe in terms of bone structure. True or false? Two bones, whereas the others have three bones. Yes. Right, it's the same with the fingers, isn't it? All right. The thumb only has two bones. So, in terms of. Hello, David from Desmond's Dondas and Fokker Bears in the Isle of Scott in the Scottish Isles. No? Okay. Anyway, bit late. I was counting my toes. It is true-ish, yes. Depending on your POV, point of view. Moz is still counting. Well, he stubbed his. Oh, is that what he said? He stubbed his toe. I just realised. Yes. So, all right. True, says Moz. I missed that. Right up there. Right. Number 1, true. Just checking my comments. Right. And it's coming. This is incorrect. The big toe contains two bones, proximal and distal phalanges, but it is not the shortest toe in bone structure. The pinky toe typically has fewer bones, 2 or sometimes 1, and is shorter. Oh, the little finger has 2 bones. But the pinky toe can have 1. All right. Well, there we go. Off to a great start. It depends where the toe ends. Yes, I suppose it does. All right, don't get toey here. Right, Moz. Next. I wondered why you stubbed your toe. Yes, I haven't stubbed my toe for ages. It seems to be a child thing that you stub your toe. Maybe as you get older, the skin gets more. In humans, the big toe is opposable, similar to the thumb, aiding in balance. Opposable? No, it's not. Aiding in balance. Yeah, false. I think that's not. Well, if it is, I'm missing out. Yes, no, I'm going false on that one. Ripped off. Yes. All right. Has Moz answered 2 yet? No. He's it aids balance but not opposable. Yes. That's what I believe too. So let's go false. We've got two falses. All right. I don't know what about opposable, so false. You answered false. That is correct. In humans, the big toe is not opposable like a thumb. It aids in balance, but lacks the mobility seen in primates with opposable toes. Right, 50-50. Next question. The big toe plays a key role in about 40% of the body's balance and propulsion when walking. Well, the only thing we can argue about there is the percentage, I suppose. And, well, 40%. I don't know. So I'm going to go true on that one. Yeah, it's a big part of balance. My wife said that her secondary school teacher had no toes. He got them blown off in the war. And, yeah, he rocked backwards and forwards. Right. My big toe can grip an uneven surface to trip me up. I'm going true. Yep, all right. I'm going to agree with David, so that gives us 2 truths. 3 truths with Moz's true. All right. So it's all or nothing. We're all in on this one. Correct. The big toe contributes approximately 40% to balance and propulsion during walking, as it helps push off and maintain stability. Right, next question. Question 4. Q4. My school teacher had no nose. Oh, right. In ancient Egypt, big toe amputation was a common punishment for theft. Did he fart a lot, David? How did she smell? Terrible. Oh, right. Who knows? Oh. Did she know a lot? Did she knows a lot? She knows nothing. Did he fart a lot? Right. In ancient Egypt, big toe amputation was common punishment for theft. True. Stop them running away. Made them easier to catch. Yes. True, says Moz. That's so they can't run away next time. Yes. I wonder if they did one toe at a time. Right, we'll cut your big toe off. No, not my big toe. This is true. It's incorrect. There is no definitive historical evidence that big toe amputation was common punishment for theft in ancient Egypt. Punishments typically involved fines, flogging, or mutilation of other body parts like hands. Oh. It seems like if we were to go back in time, that's something that we would do. Right, so no, big toe amputation. Right. They mutilated other parts of the body. Right, now, next question. Well, right. Okay. Question 5. The big toe has a unique fingerprint-like pattern that can be used for identification. Probably that's why they didn't cut it off in ancient Egypt. They did toe prints. Stands to reason, I guess, if you've got fingerprints that you would have toe prints. Yeah, I'm going true on that. Moz is in with true on that. With the old toe, big toe anatomy facts. And David of Desmond's Donders is saying true, so it must be true. It's got to be true. That is correct. The big toe has a unique ridge pattern similar to fingerprints, which can be used for biometric identification in forensic science. Well, 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 well. 3 holes in the ground. Next question. CSI Egypt was onto it. A condition called hallux valgus or bunion affects the big toe and is more common in women. Yes, my grandmother had it. Well, she had bunions. Yeah, hallux valgus. More common in women. It could be. True, says Moz. A big toe man from way back. A toey. All right. And David as well. T for true. There are more women with bunions than men with bunions. Correct. Hallux valgus, or bunion, is a deformity of the big toe joint and is more prevalent in women due to factors like footwear and hormonal differences. Yes. Okay. How do you make a hormone? Don't pay her. Next. All right. The big toe of a human embryo initially has a nail that later disappears. Oh. The disappearing embryo nail toe. The disappearing embryo toenail. Why would that be? I don't know. I'm a bit 50-50 on that one. I'll see what the panel thinks. We'll put that to the panel. Opinions on the human embryo disappearing toenail. False. Yeah, Moz says false. Yeah. Yes. I'm in agreement with Moz, actually. David says false. We all say false. Can we pick the false? I think they're the hardest ones to pick. That is correct. The big toe of a human embryo does not initially have a nail that disappears. Nail development begins after ingestion and persists. Okay, next, as we go 5 from 7, we've passed the false. And why would it disappear? Yes. In some cultures, the size of a person's big toe is believed to predict their lifespan. Well, that could be true. I guess it's believed to predict many things, I would think. Lifespan based on your big toe? He had a big toe, but he only lived he only lived for 5 years. Daft enough to be true, yes. Daft. There's a word you don't hear very often these days. Daft. Daffy Duck. Moz. What a crock. So true. Oh, okay. T for true. Yes. Now, it's insane. That is correct. In certain folklore, such as parts of Asia and ancient palmistry traditions, the size and shape of the big toe are believed to influence or predict lifespan. He looks at his big toe. Aha! I thought it was a liability. Now I'm going to have it for a long time. All right, love you long time. Okay, next question. Question 9. 6 from 8. Oh dear. 75%. The big toe can move independently of the other toes in about 10% of the population. Wiggles big toe. No. I'm not in the 10%. Low. Carefully checks toe. Yes. Carefully wiggles toe. Yeah. Well, that's probably true. I'd argue about the percentage, that's about all, but I'm pretty sure some people can wiggle their big toe quite independently of other things. Okay, size of toe proportional to size of false or true. Okay, false. David's saying false. Okay. What is Moz saying? Moz is saying false. Okay. Well, we'll try F for false. Only to find that incorrect. No, approximately 10% can move their big toe independently due to flexible joint structures or muscle control, a trait more common in those with certain physical training. Well, and one more. Urban Kiwiana, good evening. Evening, how are you? All good. All right. Question 10 about big toes. All right, next. Last question about big toes. All right. Hello. Yes. The big toe has more nerve endings than any other toe, making it highly sensitive. Woo. 100% of the people in the room can do IRT. All right. Oh, you're up in the far north. Okay. Cool. 100% of the people in my room can do it. Hello, Urban. Yeah. The big toe has more nerve endings than any other. It's not IRT. Oh, okay. Can do it. All right. Yes. Well, that's probably true. A few more nerve endings. It's got a larger surface area and it's bigger. Probably needs to be a bit more sensitive than the others. particularly with the nerves and the balancing and that. The little toe must equal it, so false. Okay. No, the little toe is more sensitive. It finds furniture better than the big toe. Okay. No, we're all going false on this one. I feel it is true, but I will. Urban, what do you reckon? You got any opinions on the sensitivity of the big toe compared to the other toes, or in fact, the little toe is considered by some to be more sensitive? All right. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10. Well, we're going with, I'll say true. You're probably right. I'm going to, I'm going to go with true. I'm with Urban, so we're 50-50 on this one. That's correct. The big toe has a higher density of nerve endings. Here we go, some numerical values. Yes, nerving compared to other toes, contributing to its heightened sensitivity and roll in balance. So that gives us 7 out of 10 for the big toe show. So big thanks to David, Urban, Moz, and for joining us tonight on Maurieo's Big Toe Show. 10 questions about big toes.